Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today, I am doing a video for a project for my school, and it is for the class CIST1001. So, the people in production of this video is me, Kyle Caughill, and also my team member, Brandon Matthew. So, the topic we're going to be talking about is threat landscape. It is a very big topic, and it deals with our security personally. So to summarize and put all this into one category, the thing is to help minimize the risk of threat landscape, we must protect everyone from large businesses to the common people to ensure electronic software and encryption can be breached in any possible form. So this is the big thing. So first, to start off with, what are the effects on everyday life that can happen? Well, threats to technology can damage everyday life and bring it to a very devastating state. These things will be done and over with and gone over with in this section. Transportation, schools that use computers, tablets, online colleges like our own Gwinnett Tech, and careers in technology that can be affected. So first, let's start off with transportation. You'll be able to see a car in our corner here, and you'll be able to see it shows airbags, controls and steering, brakes, and entertainment system. These are all vulnerable. So you see that many modern cars today all run with some sort of computer. Everything from compasses to your rear-view mirrors, your brakes, these can all be hacked into. This means that a hacker can be able to remove your brakes or even disable your backup assistant. This is only a few of the dangers, but there is also many more. So now let's go to schools that use computers. So many schools that use computers and tablets, at least that we know of, that using tablets today, information can be altered within the students' grades, which can either mean that they pass or they fail. While this may not be or have the immediate effects, but if it's done consistently, the next scientist may well be the student that failed 11th grade chemistry. And that's obviously not anything good to say. So now, what about online colleges? Well, we know one of the biggest effects of a disaster occurring technology would be a change in online colleges. I mean, there would be none, but if there were any, that would have nowhere near the capabilities that are available now today. Now, what would you say about careers in the technology field with the possibility of threat landscape upon it? If there were to be a big disaster that resulted in returning to an age before modern technology, there would be mass layoffs. The world is made up of different kinds of technology, but someone has to manage, program, build that technology. Well, there would be large quantities of unemployed people, which we already seen in many years today to come up to now, that unemployment is not a good thing. What about the financial effects, which also can be dealt with unemployment? Added to the effects on technology and society, there can be also very drastic effects financially. Stock markets can crash, credit fraud can increase, more people can be subject to identity theft, and online bank accounts can be hacked, which we've seen in the history. An example of one of the effects on finance is we all know with the Target scandal of 2013. We've seen that on the news network. And we can still notice that people today are still feeling these effects. So what does the stock market have to play in this role? Well, according to the Market Watch, which is a site that is dedicated to monitoring the stock market, cybercrime is a huge, bigger threat than we think and realize of. Many stocks don't even have insurance, which would be nice, if they were to be hacked. This could be drastic if a hacker or a group of hackers were to target the market. Well, what about some famous hackers? I won't list the names, but they will be up in the top above my finger. But some of these most famous hackers, they did conspiracy to participate in racketeering activity, banking fraud, conspiracy to violate the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. Fraud, not frog. And conspiracy to violate identity theft and assumption deterrence act. Aggravated identity theft, conspiracy, computer fraud, wire fraud, money laundering. All of this is listed from some of these most famous hackers. Well, is listed in one of the names. We have a name that was born under the name of Gentili. This is a Russian hacker who is obviously enough to make books in the history. His most commonly name is known under Lucky12345. He was the creator of a malware known as Game Over Zeus. He earned the spot in the FBI's top most wanted list. And if you find him, you'll get $3 million. Sounds good, but have fun finding him. What about the guy named Anonymous? The Anonymous is a group of hackers, which if you're caught knowing or having a message sent from them, you're in trouble. They're very good at what they do, but strangely, they have a set of morals. However, they started out attempting to trigger seizures with a program that would emit light and cause people to obviously have a seizure. Now they're targeting cyber bullies, politicians, or anyone else that can deem evil or corrupt the system. What about identity theft? It's really big today. And what is identity theft? Identity theft is stealing of someone else's personal information and assuming their identity, basically. This can be bad for people in many ways. Your credit card could be charged for many items, or you may find that it has been used to purchase things that are viewed as socially unacceptable. Things such as pornography, prostitution, drugs, or anything else that's possibly to purchase that is unacceptable. So along with identity theft, what about banking accounts? Online banking accounts to be exact. Online bank accounts are great for what you don't want to, if you don't want to go to banking accounts physically, you're able to manage them online very easily, and it's better than having to always go to the bank. But what if somebody wants to hack your account? There is a lot of risk in play. One thing that everyone should look for when finding an online bank is whether or not they have cybercrime insurance and whether or not they guarantee your money back. So let's go back to what we said about the Target scandal. That was one of the biggest that people have known about. What happened? Hackers stole up to 40 million PIN numbers, encrypted the data and removed the encryption on the PIN accounts, and claimed hackers to have cracked payment processor. So this is huge. According to our Washington Times, the Target scandal in 2013 was due to a credit card fraud. This makes me as a consumer and other people that there's a stop that we need. And to think that I need to spend more money? As consumers in the country, where credit is one of the most readily used means of finance, this is extremely important. So after all that being said, I hope you're able to get a good understanding of what threat landscape is and how it's affecting our society today. I mean, we see so much of it everywhere, and technology is increasing to an all-time high. So I hope you guys can take this information in and you guys can be able to learn from it. So I thank you guys for watching, and let's hope we can get an A for this project. Me and Matthew worked really hard on trying to make sure that this project was good, and it comes out excellent. So I thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in another video.
That's all, folks.